Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's often misunderstood, and that is being an economics major. If you think you know what it's all about, think again, because we're busting some of the myths that might surprise you.
Oh my god, you're like a mythbuster.
So whether you're considering this major yourself, or you're just curious about it, stick around and learn the 5 most common misconceptions about being an economics major. With that said, let's get into it. So myth number 1, economics is just about money. So while financial aspects are certainly a part of it, the field of economics is much broader. You see, economics explores how societies allocate resources, make decisions, and tackle significant issues like poverty and inequality. For instance, economists study the impact of government policies on education and healthcare. They analyze how different economic conditions can affect these sectors and propose solutions on how to improve them. Imagine you're looking at a country's education system. An economist might evaluate how funding affects student performance and access to resources. It's fascinating to see how these interconnected systems work. If you think it's only about stock markets and banks, well, think again. Economics is really about understanding and improving society as a whole. That's actually why it's a social science. Now, myth number 2, and this is probably the most common if you're talking to economics students, and this is you have to be good at math to major in economics. While math is a tool in economics, it's not the only focus. Many areas in economics, like behavioral economics, for example, center on understanding how people make decisions rather than crunching numbers. This isn't accounting. I know a lot of people who were in my grad program for economics who weren't really that strong in math, but their passion for economics was more on the policy end, and they were really good at discussion and analysis. For example, in a behavioral economics class, you might explore why people don't save enough money for retirement. You'll look at the psychological factors rather than just mathematical models. And yes, you will encounter some math, absolutely, especially in courses like econometrics, which are really math heavy. But many successful economists aren't all math whizzes. So if you're worried about your math skills, don't be. You need to know math, but it isn't a math course. Focus on your analytic and critical thinking abilities because they're just as, if not more important. Moving on to myth number 3, economics is just about supply and demand. Sure, these are the foundational concepts, but economics is much more expansive. Take international trade, for instance. Economists analyze how countries exchange goods and services and how trade policies impact local economies. Think about recent discussions around tariffs and trade agreements. Economists study the effects these policies have not just on prices, but also on employment and economic growth. And let's not forget about public policy. Economists often contribute to shaping policies that address pressing issues such as climate change. For example, analyzing the costs and benefits of carbon taxes involves understanding complex interactions between the economy and the environment. We can't have zero pollution because that would mean zero output, or at least for now. So if you think economics is only about the basics, well, you're in for a surprise. Myth number 4, economics is boring. This cannot be further from the truth.
It's a lie.
Many people believe that it's all theory and no action, but this could not be further from the truth. Economics is incredibly relevant and dynamic. You find yourself discussing current events and analyzing real-world case studies. For example, during the pandemic, economists were crucial in analyzing the economic impact and suggesting recovery strategies for countries all over the world. What topics in economics interest you the most? Let me know in the comments. But imagine diving into case studies about how different countries responded to economic crisis. The debates and discussions can be really engaging and eye-opening. Plus, many courses incorporate hands-on projects and presentations that make learning more interactive and really focus on the real-world aspects. You never really leave an economics class thinking, when will I ever use this? Because the answer is every single day. So economics isn't about reading the textbooks, it's about engaging with the world. Finally, myth number 5, economics majors can only work in finance.
It's false. No way. Not this time.
Graduates can pursue careers in diverse fields like public policy, consulting, education, research, and even nonprofits. I remember back when I was in school talking to my colleagues, and the job opportunities that everyone was getting were from so many different areas that it's really tough to just chalk it all up to working in finance because that is one very small area that people with economics degrees end up working. For instance, many economists work for government agencies, helping shape policies that affect our daily lives, from healthcare to transportation. Imagine being able to influence education policy or work on initiatives to improve public welfare. And don't forget about international organizations like the World Bank or the United Nations, where economists work on global issues. The skills you gain from studying economics, like critical thinking, data analysis, and problem solving, are highly transferable skills, and they're valued in many sectors. So if you're passionate about making a difference, economics can be an excellent choice, even if you don't want to work in the finance sector. And so there you have it, 5 of the biggest misconceptions about being an economics major. If you're interested in a part 2 to this, then let us know and we can begin working on that. And I hope that this video helped clarify some things for you. If you found this video helpful, let us know by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and of course, let us know in the comment section what sort of economic topics or homework questions you'd like to see us cover in the future. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll catch you in the next.